Howdy, y'all. Unky T here. Today, we're going to share with you a little trip we did. It's just a one-day trip, and it was brutal, all that driving. But you know what? It was worth it because we got to see something that we always said we were going to see and didn't bother to, and I'm glad we did. We're heading right down here to the Florida Keys. Me and the missus, we decided to just hop in the car and go. So this is going to be kind of informal, nothing fancy. Just something to give y'all an idea about the drive down there from where we're at and you know, what to see down there. So without further ado, here we go. Now we're just heading off. We just got onto the Florida Turnpike. We got that up near Wildwood off of Highway 44 coming out of Inverness. And then we're right now just about into Orlando, and there you see the Disney World. Who doesn't know about Disney World in Orlando? So like I say, we're just coming up to there. We're going to show you a little bit of the sights and some of the signs on the way down there. And I hope you all enjoy it. Now right here, this is that Ron John surf shop, the advertising billboard. You see a lot of them around Florida. I've never been there either, but I don't know what it is. I don't surf. Now, if y'all surf, that's great. I don't. But I do know the Kennedy Space Center is where they shoot up all them rockets back in the old days, but they still had NASA doing it. Not no more. That's your SpaceX fellers doing that. And Kissimmee Park Road. Well, that's just letting you know we're heading up by Kissimmee. Now, this here, if you're traveling the Florida Turnpike, you're going to run across these things. And this is the first time I've seen this because I haven't been on in a while. And they don't have people taking your money no more. So you just take a ticket. And I guess it keeps track of how far you've been on the turnpike and how much you're going to pay. Well, I don't think that worked. First of all, I just bought a transponder again because I didn't have one on my car. And I didn't have a chance to like program it or to get logged in. So I thought we'd just pay as we went. Well, this is a whole new system to me. And so I got that ticket and I'm supposed to pay it at a pavilion somewhere up ahead. Well, it turns out the maps was telling me go left, and I went left, so I went around the darn thing. I'm probably going to end up with a $100 fine. So, oops. Vero Beach, Lake Wales, getting closer, moving in on the where we're heading. And I had to put that there. I mean, Yeehaw Junction. Come on, man. You have to put a sign like that up. This here sign says we're getting closer, but it feels like they keep moving away from us. I don't know. Anyways, just wanted to see too that there's so much open space between the big cities. A lot of open ground out here in Florida. And there's a canal running alongside the road here. But you know, for the third most populous state in the union, there's a lot of open ground. And that's a good thing, you know. You want to keep people separated a little bit, and you want to be able to have farmland and what have you, but I think it's mostly due to the wetlands that are pervasive throughout the state. Just off to the west of us here, you can't really see it because it's a little further off, but you have Lake Okeechobee. Lake Okeechobee is the second largest freshwater lake inside the contiguous 48 states. Now, you know, you have the Great Lakes, but most of them are shared with Canada. This is second only to the size of Lake Michigan. So it's a big deal. The reason I'm going to show you this here sign is because the jai alai, that's a really big sport with the Cuban population and what have you. They really enjoy that game, and it's a really high-speed, exciting game, and it's something I really intended to get to see one day, and I hope I do. I'm getting closer. As just about everybody knows, Florida is a great spot to get your citrus fruits, your lemons, your limes, your oranges. We supply a lot of the world up here, so enjoy them. This here picture doesn't really show it very well because, you know, we're flying by at 70 miles an hour, but over the other side of that well-manicured hill there's a big golf community, you know, where the other half lives. You're starting to see a lot more palm trees as you get down towards this area, you know, and that's kind of a big sign that you're getting farther south. Just off to the east here is Jupiter, Florida. Now, we kind of thought about stopping by and saying hi to Tiger Woods, but I don't think he'd appreciate us showing up on his door just like anybody else, so we just let that slide and we just kept on going. Miami, 106 miles, just still creeping up on it. Yeah, 101. Okay, still creeping. You see all the palm trees there, and like I said, that just get more and more of them. And I thought I'd throw this sign in there for all you golf fans and golfers out there. As we're heading down south, we come into more of that liquid sunshine. Probably could have picked a better day to go, but we kind of went on the spur of the moment, you know, so just up and go. Yeah, sunshine. Now, for you hockey fans, this here's the BB&T Arena. This is where the Florida Panthers play out of. Speaking of fast and exciting games, that hockey sure is fast, I'll tell you what. Good game to watch. All right, the outskirts of Miami. Now we have to set new goals to keep an eye for, and here they are, our final destinations. Now that we're down towards the bottom of Florida, you get a lot more wetlands. You get the effects of the Everglades and whatnot. That was just a canal coming in from the Atlantic Ocean, and like say a lot of this area is wetlands and open water. Now, Florida City, that's the last place you're just about going to see until you get to the Keys. Now, you know you're on Highway 1 because they paint their medians that teal blue there. So we're just on our way down now. We're starting to leave the Florida mainland, and we're going over the causeways and over the land bridges, and we're heading on to the Keys. More waterways. And again, you know, you see that's that Everglades kind of stuff. Probably good fishing in there, I'm not doubting. Here's marinas, so we know we're close. Because on the Keys, when we'll show you the maps here, I'll just slip these maps in periodically when we're moving from key to key. You're going to see that most of the Keys are taken up with marinas. Boating heaven. Well, here we are. After about 6 hours of driving, we made it to the Keys. There's lots of touristy, kitschy stuff down here. I'll try to get some of that in as best I can as we're flying by, because quite frankly, we come down here for a day trip. It's 7 hours or so, give or take, each direction. So that's a long day. So we just basically stopped and looked around a little bit, but we were just driving by so we could see what we could see. And you'll see all sorts of interesting stuff. You know, like I say, kitschy shops and touristy stuff where you want to get your souvenirs and what have you. It's a great area to visit. I'm sure back in the old days, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, it was a different place. But, you know, as you say, tourists got to see what they got to see, and it's pretty cool. And there's a neat little car. I thought I'd take a shot of that. You know, like, see, there's a typical statuaries and stuff. I'll just leave you all to enjoy the sights and the music. I just want to clarify one thing here while I'm at it. Since we got down to the Keys here, we stopped at a couple of places, and I got to warn you all that there are masked Nazis down here. The missus went into the McDonald's to use the bathroom and to get some coffee, and they wouldn't let her in without a mask, and that's moronic. Because people are sitting there eating without masks. They expect you to shove food through a mask. I don't understand it. I don't know how stupid and freaking ignorant people have to be, but they are. And so my point here is this. I wouldn't go to the Keys if you think that this mask wearing lie is all not worth it. So, had I known, I wouldn't have gone neither. You know, take it for what it's worth. Anyway, now I'm going to stop talking. Y'all enjoy the sights. I know I'd say I stopped talking, but I just got to say this. That is the second largest lobster I have ever seen in my life. One thing I do got to mention, though, you would not believe how turquoise the water is here. I mean, this video just does not do it justice. Look at it compared to that boat. I mean, the water is just a gorgeous turquoise color. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and apologize for some of these last clips that got slipped in here somehow. I don't know how I missed them, but I spent a couple days editing this thing. I'm bound to miss a couple things, I guess. So I apologize for the later on the goofier bits of video. My bad. Now, I know what you're thinking. If you goofed up, why don't you fix them before you post it? Well, after I made up my video, I erased all the other ones. I didn't think I needed them anymore. And there you go. They're gone. Just in the spirit of full disclosure, we got the marathon key, and that was it. We turned around because we were running out of daylight, and it was going to be a heck of a long drive home. So look at that azure teal blue water. Isn't that just beautiful? The whole area is just beautiful, you know. But anyway, like I said, we never quite made it out all the way to the end. I don't know if that's a travesty or whatever, but you know what? We were tired at that point, and we still had 7 hours to go, so you know how it is. Anyway, still enjoy. Now there's one big dolphin. The reason I'm showing you that because here we are, turn around and come back the other way, and there he is again. So I hope you all enjoyed that trip out to the Florida Keys. We had an adventure getting out there and having the time to just run up and down that big old causeway and all them Highway 1 there, and trying to get as much video and pictures as we could. I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you did, I'm trying to get back into this showing the way the Florida is and all that, you know, all the sights and sounds and what have you. I'm trying to do more of that now. I'm going to get out and do some kayaking in some of the popular kayaking areas, and I'm going to go focus more on that again because as interesting as Sheriff Grady is, it gets kind of tedious seeing the same old. You know, people are scumbags, getting tired of it. So if you like what seeing all this Florida stuff, please stay tuned. There'll be more. If you don't, I'm sorry. I'll throw in Grady's every now and again, but I'm not going to make that a priority. I'm going to make this a little more fun and exciting for me and y'all to see. Anyway, on that note, I want you all to have a blessed day. You take care of yourself. You take care of each other. And God willing, we'll see you soon. Bye for now.